Hello and welcome to Metrofile. It's another episode to find out who and what is making the rounds on the social scene. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Now, don't forget to kindly watch out for sensitive images while we enjoy it. Once again, welcome to the program. I am Ogechukose Oyelude. Now, we'll begin the program on the south side of the country, Delta State, where we join the governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, and his deputy, Barrister Kingsley Otuaro, for a valedictory reception held in their honor in Asaba, the state capital. Take a look.
It all began 8 years ago when he was elected as the executive governor of Delta State for the first term. At that time, Governor Ifeanyi Arthur Okowa had one thing in mind: achieving prosperity for all Deltans, a mantra he coined as a guide to move the state forward and continue from where his predecessor, Dr. Emmanuel Oduagan, stopped. After a successful first term in office, in 2019, Deltans decided to return him for a second term, a tenure which comes to an end on May 29, 2023. To this end, a befitting valedictory service is held in his honor and that of his deputy, Kingsley Otuaro. He arrives at the event center in Asaba, the state capital, in company of his wife, Dame Edith Okowa, and members of his cabinet. A night of glamour which has in attendance the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, former governor of Delta State, Dr. Emmanuel Oduagan, governor-elect of Delta State, Sheriff Oborevori, and his wife, religious and traditional leaders, and top government officials.
We celebrate a man of immense talent, uncommon vision, admirable ability, a leader who came, saw, and conquered with His Excellency Otuaro.
In the course of his 8-year term, the effect of his administration was felt by many who testify about the impacts of his administration.
His Excellency has been of immense support to the O5 initiative. Your Excellency, this is a night for us to say thank you.
Sir, you've given us an enabling environment for our industry to thrive. For all this, on behalf of the creative industry, and too many numerous I can't mention because of time, we want to say a very big thank you.
They have been engaged in several youth entrepreneurship programs like the STEP, the State Entrepreneurship Program, and the YAGEP, the Youth Agriculture Entrepreneurship Program. And at the end of these programs, they are giving starter packs to establish themselves and contribute meaningfully to their families and even to the state at large.
More goodwill messages from a representative of the Royal Fathers present and members of the Alumni Association, University of Ibadan, the alma mater of the governor and his wife.
His Excellency has, in many occasions, even paid the medical bills of traditional rulers, even within and outside this country. We traditional rulers are not well-to-do people, but His Excellency has put up in the league of people who can drive jeeps.
It is not surprising that Dr. Okowa will perform the way he did. For us in the University of Ibadan, we are proud of him. He is the first UIT to have led this state. He is the first UIT to have been a senator in this state. He is the first UIT to have been a secretary to the state government in this state. He is the first UIT in so many fields.
Please proceed.
The governor and his wife are decorated and presented with a sword of honor.
A man who is not afraid of what will happen after he leaves office because he knows he has worked very well in his cell. Please, let's celebrate our government. Right.
Highlights of the evening include comedy and musical performances.
Whoa, na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Do it. Listen. Hey, why don't you watch not serious to country? Serious to government and serious fun. She makes a few of her people happy, but she doesn't care about the rest. She's got a system they call a passion.
After the brief entertainment, guests then watched the documentary of works of the governor in the last 8 years, after which his counterpart from Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki, also got an opportunity to speak highly of him.
We call him chairman because he's the chairman of the South-South Governors Forum. So I'm here representing my brother governors from the zone to celebrate with you and thank God for a very successful tenure.
Senator Dr. Arthur Okowa, a medical doctor turned construction engineer.
And then is the turn of the man of the moment.
Of the state to construction sites, building bridges where no one thought bridges could be.
And he has many things to say.
There is no doubt that we've had several happy moments, but there were also challenges along the line. But God saw us through. Recently, we've gotten approval from the federal government and the certificate for a special economic zone covering the cocoa area and the Kwale industrial zone. From Ughelli to Ole to Ozoro, I can see the pace of work.
Governor Okowa seeks the support of his people for his successor.
Going forward, I want to plead with all the Eltons. Please support the incoming government. When they succeed for us all. They will never fail. But let us not put bottlenecks on their way.
But darling, stay by me. Oh, stay by me. Oh, stay by me. Stand by me.
His speech also paves the way for the formal launch of a book written in his honor. It encapsulates the person of the outgoing governor.
Befitting Okowa, politics, power, and faith, to the glory of God and to the good people of Delta State.
8 years of governors comes to an end next week, and for Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, there's a commitment to anything that will continue to move the state forward as he offers his wealth of experience when and where necessary. Here's wishing him all the best in his future endeavor.
Well, all the best to the governor and his deputy.